Okay, this is the last time I'm filming this. The second and last time that I'm filming. Do you know how many videos I have had to refilm for Vita because I have formatted my memory card, or the memory card is corrupted, or I've transferred the files but then lost them and couldn't find them. It's been one hell of a running gag, but this is the end of it. This is the end of the problems. This is my top 20 21 Pilots list. I'm not gonna go on about the instrumentation and all that stuff, really, just because I always do it and it always sounds the same. So we're just gonna run through my top 20. I could make it top 21, but I'm not going to. Sorry. Number 20 is The Run and Go. I like this song. See what I mean? Me just saying these things, it doesn't do anything. It's just a nice friendly bop, isn't it? I don't know, it's very nice to sing in the car, so I very much like that one. And number 19, this might confuse or anger or upset some people, I don't know. Number 19 is Stressed Out. I try very hard not to let the whole overplayed thing, you know, be a factor in my lists, but it always is, you know. But ultimately, some people will hate that it's even in this list because they think it's rubbish, and then some people will say it's not high up enough in this list because, you know, oh, it's still a great song. And I agree, it is a bloody great song. I enjoy it. The only reason I think it's so low is not because it's been overplayed, but simply because just lyrically it's just not the strongest. But this is definitely the song that got me into 21 Pilots, and it's the same song that a lot of people found 21 Pilots through, so gotta respect it. And number 18 is Tear in My Heart, and it's mostly because in the chorus there's this really low synth that goes do 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 do, and it's really cool. Listen out for it if you haven't already heard it. But it just makes the song for me. It's just a little bop, in it. Everything is a little bop. I don't know. I mean, I could go into the symbolism of it. You know, like the whole album is so dark and it's like a concept album, and then you got this song which is just so uplifting. And just the fact that it's about Jenna, it's just adorable. But all you need to know is it's number 18. And it's a bop. It's a top bop. Okay, I'm gonna cancel myself. Number 17 is Not Today. I love Not Today. I think it's a great little song. Just the chorus and that, I don't know, what is that? Is it a keyboard? Is it like, you know what? It's gotta be a keyboard. It's just a really weird effect, isn't it? Heard you say, not today. But is that, heard you say? I don't know. I like the keyboard. Whatever the bloody hell it is. And of course, when I first heard it and there was that little, I'm sorry bit, I loved it. I thought it was great. And it's just a very, very nice song about putting all of your crap feelings in a jar and then kicking the jar and going, fuck you, jar. And number 16 is Ride. I don't like the song as much as other people do. And that's not me saying it's a rubbish song, because obviously it's number 16. It's a great song. It's a bit of a bop. But it is great to listen to in the car. It's called Ride. But I mean, like, with like the windows down and you're driving down a motorway and it's just the breeze. It's awesome to listen to while driving, so I'd recommend it. Sorry, it's very late and my voice is going. And actually Ride is one of the few songs that I really struggle with to rap along to. I'm aware I sound like a grandma here, okay? Like the first verse I'm absolutely fine with, and then the second verse I'm like, I die for you, that's easy to say, everybody in this room. And number 15 is Polarize. Now I do kind of think this is a bit of an overrated one in my opinion. It is a great song. All of the songs on this list, spoiler alert, are great, but a lot of people seem to list this as like their favorite off of Blurryface. It's definitely not my favorite, but it is great. If you haven't heard my friend Tessa's version, it's also super great. I don't know. It's a great, I don't have, this is the problem with this song. I don't really have anything that I can, you know, there's nothing that I can pick out about it that I love. I do love it in general, but there's nothing I can be like, this bit and this bit. But overall, it's a pop. And number 14, because we gotta please the hipsters, right? It is a song from their first album, and it is called Aircatcher. But it's not Aircatcher from the self-titled album, it's the alternate version, look it up, and it's a lot better. I think it's great. Less vocoder on the vocals, and I just prefer the instrumentation. You know, I don't want to talk about the instrumentation too much, but Aircatcher is a great song. That chorus, you know? It's a big chorus, and I'm a massive fan of big choruses. I like to think that a lot of my songs have big choruses. I'm a sucker for a big chorus, okay? But just like the vocal progression with the chords, it's a great bop. But really though, that little middle eight, that little bridge bit, when Tyler goes, what you wanna hear, and that chord change, that gets me in the heart. Anyway, great song. Listen to the self-titled. At number 13 is Car Radio. I think if you'd asked me a year ago, this would have been way higher. But again, I did play this song to death. But Car Radio just reminds me of being on tour. Back in October when I had the little pop punk band, we would listen to this. We'd actually listen to the instrumental version that I had on my iPhone, and we would just sing along to it, like just from memory. And obviously, if you've listened to 21 Pilots for more than 10 minutes, you will know how to do this song. But it's really great. Like the speed of the lyrics, just the flow of it. It's so great to sing along to. And of course, when it all goes off, it's bloody great, isn't it? If you couldn't tell, I'm a bit annoyed that I'd already filmed this video and I went into so much detail about the songs and I deleted it because I'm stupid. At number 12, I was honestly shocked that this was so far down because this song breaks my heart. Number 12 is Before You Start Your Day. Oh, just thinking about it is making my heart hurt. Everything about this song from Self-Titled is just the lone piano and then the soft kind of chorus of la da la, and then just the strings come in and it's a bloody great song, and now I want to listen to it and cry. If you've listened to a 21 Pilots song and not cried, have you actually listened to a 21 Pilots song? It's, you know, it's kind of a rule. And number 11 is Truce. Because I love my heart being pulled out of my chest and squashed. Truce is just, you know, it's just like I just said, right? If you haven't cried to Truce, have you actually listened to Truce? This is the great thing about Truce. I don't need to talk about it. Because everyone knows what's good about Truce, and that is the whole bloody song. We're in the top 10. We're doing good. Number 10 is a right banger, and I was again shocked it was only number 10 because I used to play this one on repeat non-stop. Number 10 is Forest. Isn't Forest a bloody good song? I feel like it's really underrated. For me, like the reason that it is so high is just, it's just that bridge, innit? The bridge changes the whole song. The chords are amazing. The instrumentation is amazing. Just that piano, it's like, you know, I can't play piano, but I can tap with my fingers. So Forest is also, I would say Forest is my favorite thing to sing along to. Like of all the 21 Pilots songs, I would say that Forest is my favorite. I always run out of breath halfway through it though. You have to really, really take in a deep breath every single chance you get if you want to make it through Forest. Quickly moving towards a storm, moving forwards on. Inner pieces of a reasons of what these storms are for. I don't understand why everything I adore takes a different form when I squint my eyes. Have you ever done that? When you squint your eyes and your eyelashes make it look a little not right, and then with just enough light comes to just the right side and you find you're not who you're supposed to be? This is not what you're supposed to see. Please remember me, I'm supposed to be king of a kingdom, a swinging on a swing. Something happened in my imagination. The situation's becoming dire. My castle's on fire, and for some reason I smell gas in my hands. This is not what I had planned. This is not what I had planned. Again, that was lazy, but you gotta get the breaths right. If you do that, you can ace it. But if you do it like I just did, you're just gonna die at gas on my hands. I smell gas in my hands. Speaking of hands, number 9. The thing is, I feel like people are gonna complain about the fact that most of my list is the singles. But I think I said this in the Paramore video. If I didn't, I edited it out, but I definitely said it at some point. The singles are chosen by the record labels, by industry executives who listen to the whole album and say, this is a radio-friendly song, this is a song that's gonna get in people's ears, this is a single. You know, they know what the strongest songs are. So it makes sense that the singles are in a top list. So don't get mad at people who put like singles in lists, you know, because they're scientific, well not scientifically, but you know, they're chosen by industry experts as the best, you know what I'm saying, right? Anyway, it's Guns for Hands at number 9, obviously. I have such great memories of Guns for Hands. The first time I really got into the song was last summer. In fact, it wasn't even summer. I think it was like April or May last year. Oh, about this time last year. Ooh. At the time I was living in a house about 5 minutes away from my dad's house, and the way from my dad's house to my house was a really, really long hill down like the side of the road sort of thing. And it's such a long slope, and I remember just having guns for hands on, riding my bike and just not even, feet off the pedals, well, on the pedals, but not cycling, and just standing up, hands on the handlebars, and just hearing like, I'm trying to sleep. It's just, such good memories of when that song was new to me, and I love it. I think it's great. Number 8, we have Heavy Dirty Soul, and this is another one of those songs I just cannot do. It's just impossible to me. The first bit, it gets caught like in my nose, like, because rapping, you don't belt, you don't go from your chest, you go from your throat, and I just can't do it. There's an infestation in my mother's imagination of other jokes in the basement. Interestingly, this is the first 21 Pilots song that I ever heard, and it's actually thanks to Evan that I heard it. It was back in 2015, just after the album came out, actually. I was in Arizona in a van doing a Trek America tour, and Evan was there, and the album had just come out, and he gave me his Spotify on his phone. He was like, hey, do you like 21 Pilots? And I was like, I've heard of them, but like, I don't know, I haven't listened to anything. And he let me listen, and I obviously started playing Blurryface, just come out, track 1, Heavy Dirty Soul, and I bloody hated it. I thought it was rubbish. I put it on, I was like, this is just really weird sort of drum and bass with a guy rapping fast, big whoop, great. It wasn't until February last year that my then manager dragged me to go and see them. I was like, oh, fine, I'll watch 21 Pilots. I saw them live, and I was like, can you save my heavy dirty? I was in love with them from that moment. So, yeah, I hated it when I first heard it, and now it's number 8 in my list. So, amazing how things can change. And number 7 is Migraine. It's a bloody bop, isn't it, Migraine? I'm well aware that people who are finding this channel for the first time from this video, I am a really annoying shit. I know my voice is very irritating. I'm sorry. Again, Migraine is one of those songs I don't know how to describe or like what I love about it. I just really love it. It's so catchy. If you want to get technical, I think it's because the verses are kind of, I don't want to say staccato because I don't know what that means, but it's like a it's very fast paced, right? But the chorus, the chords are sort of strung out, so it's like a, am I the only one I know? And I think it's that juxtaposition of, this sort of false half-time effect that they have in the chorus. I'm a sucker for that sort of thing, so I think it's probably that. But overall, the rap is great. Just on that second verse where Tyler goes, they're trying to eat me, blood running down the chin, right? And it goes up, and it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna keep doing that, but that slight change in the keyboard / synth / whatever the hell it is, that's a great bit, isn't it? Okay, and number 6 is Holding On To You. Again, I am a slut for the singles, apparently. Holding On To You is just so chaotic, innit? There's so much going on with that song. They've got a sample in there, they've got an incredible bridge, and it's in my face. I don't know, I love that bit. I love all of it, alright? I don't need to say anything else. It's a really, really, really good song. And number 5 is Ode To Sleep. I'm pretty sure Tyler said somewhere, it was either about Holding On To You or Ode To Sleep, that if he was asked to describe 21 Pilots' style in one song, it would be Ode To Sleep. I think he said that about this song. Either way, I completely agree. The verses are so deep with that really, really low bassy synth, and then it's such a light, happy, poppy chorus, and it's such a big song. For me, it's the verses. It's just that synth that gets me every time. Getting into the big boys now. We're in the top 4, and this is gonna divide some people, I think. And number 4 is Kitchen Sink. I know a lot of people would put that higher, and I thought I'd put that higher. Kitchen Sink tears my heart out. It really does. There's so much about Kitchen Sink that I love. All of the raps, Tyler's Brothers rap, which I can do, kind of. I can at least do it with the music, and when I'm on my own. Probably be really bad if I tried it now. That amazing bit just before the build up at the end was like do 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 do, you know, and then it builds. That build up is huge. I love it. And then when Tyler changes it from leave me alone to don't leave me alone, and he starts screaming it, and it's dope, and it's the best, you know. It's a really good sad song. I will say, when I do the fast rapping bit, it's not actually words that I'm trying to pronounce. It's just sounds. I just memorized the sounds that need to come out of my mouth for it. And it's also kind of funny that I can't do Heavy Dirty Soul, but I can do Kitchen Sink. I don't know why, but whatever. And number 3 is Doubt. I used to love Doubt. Like, I still do love Doubt, obviously, but like, that was my favorite song of Blurryface. Spoiler, it's not anymore, but Doubt is an incredible song, and I'm surprised that wasn't made a single. I actually came up with like a music video in my head for it. I don't know if anyone else does that. When they hear a song they love, they can imagine their own sort of music video for it. It's just, it's the instrumentation on this one, just the music, it's great. The thing is, there's nothing about it that I could say to you like, oh, this bit and this bit. I just really like the sound of it. That's it. Do 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 do. Yeah. Moving on. And number 2, and this was a close call. I don't know, this is tough. Number 2 is my favorite song from Blurryface. And it's a song that I never used to really care about when I first heard Blurryface. I listened to it all the way through, but I kind of skipped this one. And I think by me saying that, I feel like a lot of people feel the same about this song, so they immediately know which song I'm talking about. Number 2 is Message Man. Message Man is such a good song, and I can't believe I overlooked it for so long. The chorus of Message Man, or at least like the drop, I guess you'd call it, it's so big. I remember hearing that on like the highest volume in my car once, and it nearly blew my speakers. Tyler's sort of urgent vocals in this like drop bit, it's just, the whole song is great. And I think it's tied with Forest for like the best, or at least my favorite rap part. I did learn it. It's not the fastest, but it's got a really great flow. I'm trying to think if I can remember it now. I probably can't. I don't know if anyone even cares, because I'm crap at them, but, you know, I'm having fun. Don't piss on my parade. And number 1, I don't really... Well, this thing, I do have reasons why I love this song, but I don't feel like it's anyone else's favourite song. Maybe it is, but I don't know. I feel like this song is very personal to me. It's kind of like with the Placebo one, where I was like, HK Farewell, you know, it's got this special thing to me. I don't know if it's the best song musically. I don't know if it's the best song lyrically, but for me, it hits home, and it's a beautiful story. My number 1 favorite 21 Pilots song of all time is A Car Taught to Death. I don't know if anyone else thinks that's the best song. Let me know in the comments below, but this song to me, when it gets to the chorus at least, I mean, that sweeping... I don't know what you call it, just a sweeping part that loops throughout the whole song. It's beautiful. The filter on Tyler's voice for the first part of the song, and then it sort of just comes in with the drums and that really weird kind of siren sweeping noise. I don't even know how they do it. I can't even call it a synth, because I don't actually know. But there's something to me, the chorus of the song, where Tyler is referencing God, and oh, it's so... The chords, it's just amazing. Then I felt chills in my bones. The breath I saw was not my own. Just that bit so... Oh! Again, it's just a song that I can't really describe, and I don't think I was able to describe it in the first take of this video that I tried. Car Taught to Death is my favorite 21 Pilots song. It gets me emo every time. I get chills every time I hear it, and I have heard it many, many times. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed my list. I am gonna make a playlist on Spotify. If you don't already follow me on Spotify, you absolutely should. Also, my new song's on there, and you should give it a listen and add it to your own playlists, right? And I'll make a playlist, and I will link it down below. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite 21 Pilots song is. Let me know what your top 20 21 Pilots list is. Let me know what your top 21 Pilots songs are, okay? Anyway, I hope you found this video enjoyable, and please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will speak with you all tomorrow.